You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. You look at this Buffalo defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Burrow will throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now motion left with Mooney. Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Burrow. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here we go. Right there.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 3.
Yeah! Here we go. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46, 46.
Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pick.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now it's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth their salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. He's throw a good one, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! What do you think?
They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. 180. 26.
Here's Hill again on second down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Yeah, here we go.
Hill is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Now Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
On play action, Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Prescott now from the 50. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go. Right there.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Here we go. Ready, ready, take. There we go, kill.
Prescott now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
Bates' kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Here's the Bills' kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Burrow on play action. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jalen Waddle, 34 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Prescott from the gun. His throw incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take it. We're going to 54. Why is?
Now Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Here we go, 47. Yeah, here we go. 26. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Here we go, 47. Gun. Hey, 47. Here we go, 40.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Kill. 47. Under. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott dancing to his left.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
And I think the ball's out, and this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here we go. 26. 26.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Yeah! 26.
Up the middle, it's Hill.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw is Prescott. He completes it to Olave. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yeah! There we go! Like that!
Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Yeah! Switch! Switch it, hey!
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. Bates' kick is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go,
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 1, ready?
Here's 2nd and 3.
Gun. Got 11 Thomas. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, got.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Robinson up the middle to about the 48-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now it's Burrow. He finds Robinson.
Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brian Robinson Jr.
52 yards.
And the Raiders have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Sly on for the extra point.
And this will be good. Off the right, upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we from the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
Kill. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8. 47.
Here's Prescott. Olave holds it in. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game. And he's got a first down as well. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Prescott. Out right to Smith-Njigba. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Coming left is Hill. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Slide for the PAT.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Slant pass complete to Olave.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time. And
touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
Yeah, here we go.
To throw, Prescott.
He's got it at the 2, and he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Burrow changing things up here. On third down, Robinson. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
But now he appears to be in some pain.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for David Montgomery.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye.
This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Las Vegas,
they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Yeah.